I find it extremely funny that he's saying this on a show with a man who, as great as he was as a punter, is far more famous as a pundit.
That's a fact.
And Pat McAfee. AJ Hawk, who I felt like was a good player, right, is now on TV and he gets to give his thoughts as well. Actually, Aaron Rodgers, you're being paid to be on that show to give your thoughts and opinions as a personality.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, he is not to me a first ballot Hall of Famer. He is one of the best and most talented quarterbacks to ever play this game. And he ain't no more. And his problem is that people are willing to say it. Are people not supposed to be able to do their jobs and do their jobs in an unbiased way and be honest about who you are as a player because you feel like you had a better career than them?
Yeah.
I don't agree to that. And for you to sit up there and say that there are these people who feel like they have now become the celebrity or they have now become the superstar or the sports center of old is gone. Yeah, bro, because times change. The reason that they're paying you $1 million or whatever it is to be on Pat McAfee is because you had a great career and people are going to listen to your opinions, which people listen to my opinion. People listen to Cam Newton's opinion. People listen to Stephen A's opinion because those opinions are informed. And so my biggest problem with Aaron Rodgers, because to me, I'm actually not upset about what he's saying because I ain't no hit dog. And you know a hit dog a holler. Mm-hmm. My issue with him is you're doing the exact same thing.
You're doing it too.
And the reason that you're getting this opportunity to say these asinine things is because someone is paying you who is exactly the same thing that you are now speaking out against. Yeah. This dude is once again tone deaf. This dude is once again unaware. This dude is once again arrogant to a point that's almost sickening because he says these things and he talks tough and he behaves in this way, but he ain't. Right? He has all of this cachet because he's a good player, but they ain't people around here that come around and talk about what type of leader you are. They ain't people that come around here and talk about wanting to follow you because of the type of man you have been. This dude is a fraud. Right? He's been a fraud and he could throw a football and that's where it stops. Once that talent ends, so does him and so does he. And so to sit up there, man, and to be just blatantly hypocritical is funny and sickening at the same time.
I'm not offended by it at all. I do think it's worth parsing out the things that he said. His point that personality-driven programming has overtaken highlights. He's well within his rights to note that. But others are well within their rights to note that he is espousing that opinion on a personality-driven program that employs him as a personality during the NFL season. That context does matter here.
Okay, so that was a video last week of RC and Mina on ESPN calling out Aaron Rodgers, which is perfectly fine as he hasn't been playing up to his usual standards. They were responding to Rodgers from the week earlier when he called out sports media for their unfounded and asinine takes. However, I do think RC went a little too far by calling Aaron Rodgers a fraud. Criticizing the man for his performance on the field is all good, but labeling him a fraud, it just takes it a step too far. To be honest, it's been weird seeing the media going after Rodgers over the last 3 or 4 years, even when he was playing at an MVP caliber level. And I understand Aaron can rub some people the wrong way, but it just seems like there's a lot more to the story. Ever since he told that white lie about his vax status during COVID, everyone at ESPN targeted him for a lot of his takes, so I guess it was only a matter of time when things came to a crash when Pat McAfee licensed his show with ESPN. Rodgers has been a weekly guest on that show, and there's been a ton of animosity brewing between ESPN employees and the guys at Pat McAfee's show because many felt like Pat was receiving too much privilege. I'm sure RC would call it white privilege, but others would see it as Pat being at the top of the game and having more clout. Anyways, with that said, Aaron Rodgers was on Pat's show today and responded to RC and basically just made the situation a whole lot worse and awkward to the point where RC began responding on Twitter calling out Pat, which I'll cover later after this video.
Ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Rodgers.
Hold on, I'm not done.
Oh, shit.
I just got a PSA.
Okay. Quick PSA. All right. I thought we were.
Just a quick PSA reminder.
Started with 12, count down to 1.
Yeah. Well, we're about to get there.
12, got down to 1.
That's how you crown CFP National Champion. Is that the PSA? That's a good PSA. It's a catchy jingle.
PSA is this. I know I got to say this multiple times for people because they don't listen, but say whatever the fuck you want about me. I don't care. But just before you do it, whether you state your name, your accolades, pronouns, whatever it is, just state your vax status so that anything you say afterwards gets put in the right light. Just get it out there. Because then when you say things about me, people can at least be like, oh, you are captured by the multi-billion-dollar propaganda psyop, and you're still upset about it.
Okay.
This will help things out.
Yeah, this is good. This will settle it all down. I appreciate that. And
Hey, you know what I mean? Just put that in just so everybody knows where you're coming from. Everybody knows, okay, cool. You're twice vaxxed Moderna with 3 booster shots. And then boom, boom, boom. Say what you want to say. Whatever. I don't care. I'm just saying a PSA. Just please help everybody out who's wondering, where is this coming from? Including myself. What the fuck is this coming from? But just give a little PSA. You do a little bit of digging, then you know where it's all coming from, right? You're captured, you're highly vaccinated, and then say whatever the hell you want to say about me, because I couldn't give 2 shits about it. All I care about is that you put that little disclaimer out there, just like it's in the bottom for me, that I'm a champ, MVP, and I am enthusiastic about ayahuasca. Just put, instead of your accolades that you need to have out there so desperately, just put your vax status as well, because you cared so much about it, during the COVID years.
all right.
So just put it out there on your bio when you're on your shows or whatever. You don't just need a brooch with your initials.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Put your vax status on there too.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so that was Aaron Rodgers' response to Ryan Clark, and RC didn't take too kindly to those words because he immediately jumped on Twitter and began firing. First, he tweeted, "Man, I wish Pat McAfee would have let him keep going. It just got good. I don't know about the vax stuff, but shoot, he almost put a name on it. It's a lapel pin, by the way." I'm not too concerned with Aaron, but Pat did mention jealousy, dropped off some F-bombs about the money he's made. Good for him. I love what he's created. I have no issues with him paying Aaron. I have an issue with Aaron behaving like he's not paid to do exactly what the people he's talking about do. I think Pat is still on YouTube. Texted and FaceTime the number I have. Would love to clear up this whole jealous thing. I'm in South Bend this week though. I'll walk out if we can't connect. Quick conversation sets it straight. Got no issue with the dude unless he has one with me. Then RC responded to this tweet of some guy who wrote, "I watched you roast Rodgers on live TV on First Take 2 days ago, which is fine, that's your opinion, but don't act like a hoe when it's thrown back." Twitch Ryan clapped back, "Nah, I'm good, bro. Pat and Aaron can say what they want. I only want to speak to Pat because I didn't say anything negative about him and spoke with no ill intent. So him jumping in this for Aaron is confusing if he's calling me jealous or thinking I'm attacking his business model. I have the pivot. We have amazing, impactful conversations with guests ranging from The Rock to Mike Tomlin to President Obama, all on strength of relationships while being nominated for an Emmy. I love Pat's platform. He changed the game. No issue here." So yeah, that was a back and forth exchange between the two sides. Things have been getting really messy lately with Pat's side and the guys on ESPN. A lot of rumors have been swirling around, some people calling the ESPN side jealous of Pat for the control he has at the network and being able to do what he wants so freely. Anyways, guys, what do you think about this whole situation?